Hello everyone and welcome to Don't Be Bored. Today I'm joined by Mark, the man behind Airecon. This is a UK based convention that started in Mark's flat 10 years ago and has massively grown since. So welcome to Mark, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Airecon.
Yeah, hello. Thanks for having me. Yes, I'm Mark. I'm one of the organisers and founders of Airecon, and it didn't start back in my flat 10 years ago. Well, July 2015, so nearly 10 years ago. But we are celebrating Airecon 10 this year. All started really because my wife went away for a hen do for a weekend, and so I thought I'd try and have a gaming weekend with some friends, and decided to call it a convention for some reason. And we came up with the name because I looked at what other conventions, how they got their names, and with Gen Con was named after Lake Geneva, so I had a look at what bodies of water are near my house, and I happen to live in Aireborough in North Leeds, near the River Aire, and just thought it was a good pun at the time. So it's all got a bit out of hand, but all very exciting.
Clearly 10 years ago you didn't know that Airecon would have ballooned in size and certainly not fit in your flat anymore. But did you need some convincing after that first year, or were you just like, yes, I need to do this?
So after that first event in my flat, it was just before that. We'd me and my friend Ben, who started Airecon, we had been to UK Games Expo, and then I had the one in my flat afterwards, and then we were kind of like, well, let's have a look at for other events we can go to. And back at the time, there wasn't really that many. And so that's when we decided to start Airecon, make it a public event. We hadn't really thought too much about it growing or becoming anything massive. Like that first public one was only about 100 people, and then we ran a second one, and as we kind of saw them selling out quite quickly, we thought, well, maybe we could turn it into something bigger and something a bit more proper. And we were quite friendly with the guys that run Travelling Man, Nabil and Rick there. So we spoke to them and just sort of said, well, do you fancy helping this become a proper convention? They already had experiences. They run Thought Bubble, which is a comic book convention. And Nabil had mentioned something about always wanting to run something at the Harrogate Convention Centre. We actually did loads of researches and went to like loads of different venues over a weekend, Ben and I, and then we got in touch with the Harrogate Convention Centre and found it would work really well. They had like lots of different size spaces, so we went into one of the smaller halls for that first year. We went there, and it's just gone from there really.
So alongside the gaming action that people can expect at Airecon, there's also going to be a load of exhibitors there as well. How far back in Aircon's history does it go of people actually exhibiting there as well?
So we've actually always had exhibitors ever since Airecon 1, which was our first public event. We had just, I think, 4 people just running a few demos of their games. When we were back in the church hall there, Travelling Man had set up a very small stand on the library selling a few of their games. It was more people just doing demos and stuff. Certainly not like the exhibit hall that we have today.
So not quite having exhibitors in your flat, but almost that was the case anyway. You've almost gone back that far. Now, one thing that is there often is the charity raffle, and I believe it's going to have 2 charities that it's supporting this year. Would you like to say what they are?
The 2 charities for this year are Calm, which are the Campaign Against Living Miserably, who suicide prevention charity, and then the other one is Candlelighters, who support families that are dealing with a childhood cancer diagnosis somewhere in the family. So every year we choose 2 different charities, one sort of fairly local or regional to us, and then another one that's a bit more national. And through all 3 events that we now run through the year, any money raised is split evenly between the 2 charities. And the charity raffle last year was just amazing. It raised over £10,000 at the event, and it was it was incredible to see, and people were just really generous. And so we're hoping we can beat that this year. How it works is we actually get donations from publishers and exhibitors, and they come in from all over the world, and people are really generous. And we bundle them up into these big tables. You buy as many tickets as you want, and then you distribute the tickets into buckets that are within these bundles. And I think last year we had 8 bundles, and we just pull one ticket out, and if it's your ticket, you win everything. And it's almost like an instant collection. There could be 20 plus games and various other prizes in there. So it's a big, exciting, fun event, and we love it. I always remember one of the early winners came and they'd come on their bike, and they was like, I don't know how I'm going to get this back. But yeah, that's a really fun and exciting event.
Those are 2 amazing causes, and I think even if someone's going almost from a selfish point of view and thinking, I'll get some tickets to the raffle, maybe winning myself some shed load of games, I think it's really great that the causes are there, and it sounds like you've raised a whole load of money for causes, charities in the past, so what a fantastic idea. But there's stuff other than the charity raffle, right? There's other events. What are some of your sort of favourites that you're looking forward to?
It's hard to choose between all the others. Obviously, I don't personally get a lot of time to go to some of the events. The quiz is always a highlight for me because I run that, and it's a closely guarded secret. Not even the other organisers know what the questions are going to be. So that's always really fun. On the Friday night, I'm looking forward to Sasha Ellen is coming and doing a character building experience live, which is going to be really fun. And then the other one I'm looking forward to is sumo tournament. So in my other role, I run Bright Eye Games. We publish Sumo, which is just a 2-player very quick trick-taking game of a sumo wrestling match. But we're going to do a tournament of that, so that's going to be really fun, and one I'm looking forward to.
I've certainly heard some great things about the Airecon quiz, so if you're going, definitely check that one out. Now, where can people go to find out a little bit more about the convention?
You can find out everything you need on our website, which is airecon, AIRECON, .co.uk. There's a beginner's guide on there if you've never been before, that you can find information about all the events and various other things that are happening, RPGs, and all the exhibitors listed on there as well. We also have a couple of Facebook groups that are really helpful. So we've got the Airecon community, lots of friendly people in there, always willing to help with advice. There's an Airecon Solos Facebook group, so if you're coming by yourself or as part of a small group, you're looking for other people to join up with to play games, that's really helpful. And then we have a buy, sell and trade group as well on Facebook. We do have a bring and buy, but this is a way that you can arrange sales outside of that if you want to. So yeah, website, Facebook, the main places where you can find us.
I'll plop some of those links in the description box downstairs so you don't need to go and find them and you can check them out. But before you go, let's ask Mark one final fun question. What board game has the best box art?
Okay, so in terms of games with really nice artwork, I really like Castel. Is one that I think the whole game was kind of flown under the radar a bit, but I really love it as a game. It actually inspired us to go for one of our anniversaries to go and see the Castel competitions just outside of Barcelona, and that was really cool. And I love the artwork on there. Pretty much anything by Vincent Dutray I always really like. Big fan of his games. And then I'll probably also go with Cinque Terre, a bit of an older one now. But again, for our 10th anniversary, we went over to the Cinque Terre in Italy and was able to stand in the spot that the cover was there. So whether it's the best artwork or just because I really like the the memories that it brings, maybe.
Well, memories make games and game experiences, so why not make game box art stand out to people as well? Some fantastic reasonings of why those are special to you. And I just want to say a huge thanks to Mark for coming on and answering these questions and letting us know a little bit more about Airecon.
Thanks for having me on. Hopefully see you at Airecon. Bye.
And that wraps us up. As I mentioned, links will be in the description box downstairs so you can go and check out more about Airecon. Let us know in the comment section below some of your best experiences from the convention, or just if you would really like to be going. And well, until next time, have an Airecon-filled good day of gaming.